Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we are with you guys for the finale of Shadow and Bones, episode 8 from season 2. Hopefully not the last.
Yeah, hopefully the finale of season 2. We know the show has been cancelled. There's a petition, again I said it last episode. Look it up guys, please sign if you want another season or at least a Six of Crows spin-off, that would be cool. But if that doesn't work, this is the last episode of this amazing show. And we're about to finish the whole Darkling chapter, I'm pretty sure. Alina is with Mal, he's been wounded, he's dying. We managed to do the cut, and Alexander was hurt, so he's on the ground, but yeah, everything is happening at once.
Yeah.
We need to tear down the fold, we need to kill the Darkling, and that's just Alina. We know that fucking Nina has been taken by a Volcra, so she's over there doing her thing, so she can't heal Mal.
Yeah, but Inez is with her. She's trying to save her though.
Well, no, she's in the circle of light with the sword. She doesn't really know what to do.
She went after Nina to save her?
I think she stayed behind, but she might jump to get her. But still, the other crows helped Nikolai and his people fight off the Grishas, and they might be on their way. I think they're coming. And that's pretty much where we are. Like, there was a huge fight last episode, which was pretty cool.
We are expecting Alina to use Morzov to save Mal.
This is my theory, that Mal is gonna die, because obviously, and she's gonna bring him back with Merzos because she's been saying over and over again that, oh, maybe I can use that. And people have been saying no, but I think she's gonna do it.
Yeah.
This is my thought.
Yeah.
So let's jump in this episode and find out if I'm right. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these reactions. Check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions, and let's go.
Okay guys, let's watch it.
No funerals. No one fucking cries today.
This is the end. Oh, they might save David.
I don't know. Hopefully.
But at least they will find Genia.
I don't know, she's going in the... She's going below. You're managing. And how do we stop that? Can't stay here.
Oh!
Man,
Genius.
I mean, we haven't actually got a label here.
God damn. It can't kill them though, so move. Open the door again. Bitch. You need to die.
She cut you pretty deep, right?
He's bleeding shadows.
Well, Nina is
Busy.
occupied right now.
Please.
Oh.
I can't.
Oh. It's okay. It's gonna be
I
fine.
can reach all the maps.
Aw, to have her do this, like, you can't just die and she takes a finger, like she has to kill him.
I love you.
How would she get the amplifier though? No one is there to use it to her.
Oh shit.
Oh,
boy. Love the color, seriously. Oh.
He's coming back, okay?
I love you. I'll never know love more than this.
Oh, no need for a finger or anything. He's giving her everything. You never get this, Kyuujin.
Extraordinary.
This is the power of love! Power of love! Which you'll never have! Woohoo! Well, the phone is gone!
Yep. Open the door.
We need to kill him again.
Oh, no. Hurry this up. We need help. Hey. Inez, kick ass. Come on.
That's a lot.
God damn, Inez.
Look at her being so badass.
I don't know, girl. You stabbed him in the heart. Come on, girl. So badass. Woohoo! It's a good thing they left the blade with her.
Nina! Please! No! Nina!
She won't be able to save him.
Saints, how long? Just now. Can you save him?
Oh no. Get rid of him, please.
No, you know sacrifice.
Bitch.
beyond anything you've ever known. And look what it did. We tore down your shadow fold.
You have my sympathies for what comes next. The world doesn't need a saint to protect it, Alina. It needs a monster. Let me be your monster. Let me carry the hatred of this world.
Hatred. Because of the choices you made.
The years spent alone will grind you down. They will harden you. Who will be there to save you?
Aye, she's fucking
I will
strong
save
now.
myself. Your legacy is already written. There is no redemption.
His own fucking shadows. You're fucking strong, just...
Are you gonna save her and be redeemed?
Yep. Use the blade, come on. It's a bit sad that he was like, stop her, stop this.
But he doesn't want to kill her, he wants her at his side.
I know.
Like he said, they need to have a counterbalance.
He's delusional.
Can't control any of it.
I thought I could control it all. Once. Find peace.
Honestly, I pity him.
But for a moment, I swear I did.
I pitied him until he did all this shit. You ruined it yourself. Like what she just did with Mal, you can't find that and you're jealous, but that's all on you.
Unfortunately. Oh!
She got rid of him while he was in a flashback.
Without me, no, they will come for you.
Let them come.
Bye, bitch.
Do you think it is Buddy that he's got killed by the one he thought he loved?
I think it's justice.
Yeah?
You make sure there is nothing left of me. Please.
Does he want to be used like an amplifier like his mom? Please, Alina. Get rid of everything.
My little saint.
Honestly, it's just freaking...
It's a bit sad.
It's just freaking sad.
It's because it's Ben Barnes.
Well, he played well.
Must be dead.
It's over.
Please tell me that David is still alive. Deeply wounded, but still alive.
I don't know.
He's putting up a good fight, this one. Like something's holding him on the other side. Come back.
You'd have to use Mazost. Swear to me you'll never use it.
For sure, I was right.
When you told it.
I jinxed it, but this time I'm
She's
happy.
willing to pay the price for him.
And I think because of that, she will never suffer the fate that Kyuujin said she would suffer.
To just live alone and lost everything.
Oh, find her. Oh, I was at peace. He's back. Woohoo!
Alina, what have you done?
You have me worried.
Nina.
We don't talk about what happened.
She knows. She's like, okay, what the fuck? Say your farewell. For a guy who thought he was so big to die like that, it's
We're on the other side of this now. There's no turning back.
now happy reunions and a good epilogue. Please, we suffered enough. Go fucking kiss Inaj, man. Pretty sure we're not getting this, but I can dream. Mal knows, and he's pissed.
We should have this.
Everything happened because of you.
To jot down our story.
And called Six of Crows.
The 4 charming rogues of Kedada.
6 of crows.
Yeah.
There's 5 of us.
She right there.
Right. 5 of
But the book's called Six of Crows. Who's
It
the
is-
sixth?
Matthias.
Oh, true.
It's definitely a wink wink at 6 of crows, which we'll never get, man. Gotta reread the
Gotta
book.
hope. We need to wish for it.
Remember what I told you about True North?
You're talking about us. About home. How you could always find it.
I don't feel it anymore. It left me as I died. I'm not sure we'll ever know whether my bloodline and your powers were the only reason we ever met.
What does it matter?
We've both known for a while now that we're meant for more.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, but it's over now. You can spend time with her.
I did not just use Mirza for you to break up with me.
I was meant for you as a mythical amplifier to help raise you up and achieve the unachievable.
No.
You can still do something.
But now,
Support her, help her, love her.
Now, you're alive.
yeah,
Don't Don't give me that bullshit.
He's a bit lost. He needs to find purpose again, that's all.
Well, then don't become privateers together. Employed by the king. Huh? Please, show me Genia, show me David.
Well, she's right there.
Alive.
I'm hoping we didn't see him die. If he's not there, it's a good thing.
This is the last place you saw him.
I can't feel his heartbeat.
Oh, there's blood. There's no body. I'm thinking it's a good thing.
Maybe there's just nothing left of the
Don't
body.
say that. Oh.
Oh.
They deserve their happy ending.
Oh.
We were right! Shit!
He better be alive. Please, 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 please. I don't think he is.
This was a long time coming. To be fair, now he can rest.
Yeah.
He was a broken guy, but he broke a lot of other people because of that.
So much blood has been shed. After hundreds of years separated by the fold, we can celebrate a unified Ravka.
It's gonna be tough.
Finally.
Not everyone wanted it down, so...
Trust in the fact that this is the start of better days to come. It won't be easy, of course. I had hoped to end that on a more uplifting note, but here we are.
Well, you're now the king of a much bigger country. They are now a lot richer than they used to be. And it's gonna be rough for them too, but if given the chance, still love.
When everything you knew is different or gone, it's difficult to find your place again. But with time, you can manage.
Trying to do a speech like Nikolai.
Yeah.
I've been told there is a vacancy that might be more to your liking. Privateer.
Ugh. Seriously, I see him being a privateer.
He's been saying he envied the lifestyle.
If this path leads me back to you,
Guess he needs time.
know what we have is ours.
Okay.
Choice, not destiny. That's real true north.
It does sound sweet. But it's the last episode. If they don't reunite, we'll never see them together.
We can hope, we can dream, but I understand the fact that it is true that you don't really know if his feeling are true, or if they were just put there because he was the Firebird.
I understand why he's worried, why he's lost. And like, even if I kind of wish she could just leave everything behind and escape because her job is done, now she's become this symbol of hope. She kind of has to help Nikolai. Like, it's not
to
just...
rebuild everything.
Well, she first of all, she's in charge of the second army, so she can't just leave. Even though she did say, like, let someone else take over when this is done. You'll get to taste freedom, which he hasn't had in a while. So this is good. Can we have something from them before the end? She knows exactly what it is. Make a move, come on.
Wanted to say goodbye.
He did say she was free, and it was implied she was gonna leave.
I was hoping to have a lead on this by now. I've been sending spies to the auctioneers to see if anyone remembers a slaver by the name of Gregor or Griggs.
The fact that he's been looking, though.
You've been looking for my family.
My brother is never coming back. You still can.
Oh, I love him.
I know this won't mean much to you, but I pray for him.
I don't want your prayers.
What do you want then?
What do you want, Kaz?
To die, buried under the weight of my own gold.
Yeah, he does say that in the books. He does not mean that, but his eyes said everything.
She's worth more than gold to him.
Was there never another dream?
Oh,
Stay.
let's go.
My Kokoro.
Stay in Ketterdam.
Oh, you.
That means so much.
Stay with me.
That means even more.
I want you to.
Oh,
I want you.
my boy, you have a way with words when you want it.
You got desperate, because she's been waiting to hear this.
And how will you have me?
I mean, give him time, but he will, you know.
Love son,
Make
your head turned so our lips never touch.
an effort. if you really want her.
It's difficult.
It's really difficult. She's your anchor, man.
I will have you
When you're ready.
without your armor, Gasbrook.
Yes. I love this.
I will not have you at all.
I'm fine with that. It's a promise for a future. He understands what she said, but that means if you can work on your trauma, you can do
He
this.
needs to work on it though.
It's a promise. I'm taking it as a promise. It's happening. In my heart, it is.
That was big.
He did not want to say it. You know, it was like, nah, barriers, barriers. When he got, you know, when his emotions took over and he got desperate, he said it. So he can do it. It's difficult, but he can do it. I do know how they sort of end up in Cricket Kingdom, so... but still.
Safe travels.
Oh.
Step on.
Take the legacy. You did say you wanted this life, so you get
I
it.
have the right to be able to know and say captain. When you wear the coat, play the part. The world needs a Stonewall.
Let the others control everything else.
Shall we?
She's coming too. And just like Mal, Inej will go on her path, follow her destiny, and they will both find themselves in the arms of their lover in the future.
Don't touch that.
He'll never get to do it.
Hopefully his compass will bring him home to his love.
Looks good on him. So badass. Looks good.
That's it! The saber ship!
Yeah. Hopefully it's what she's looking for. If not, they can just kick ass.
Friends of the Hell Show, for one night, I give you something special.
He took control of that prison so fast.
Flash of conviction.
Would it be
Enter
Matthias?
Theater.
Probably against
Against who or what?
I'm thinking Wolf, and he said conviction.
I have a letter from the King of Ravka. Matthias Helva has been pardoned. You must stop this. Immediately.
There's no stopping this.
They look so bad. Like underfed, really thin,
Yeah.
feral. The Wolf Whisperer. Now eat them.
Stop this now!
Get her out of here!
Bitch. He still cares. Oh man, the word of a king so far away doesn't really matter to them. It's fine. They're technically bringing him out for Six of Crows. Maybe not in the show, but in our heart we know. Well, he was hurt by the Nishivoya, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to heal from those. I don't know, like
Is he gonna die from this? I mean...
it's not what you're supposed to look at.
Oh
Ah,
shit!
fuck.
Fuck, he's gonna die from this!
What does it mean? Whoa, okay.
Are
He's
they,
the beast.
are they leaving through him?
How did that happen? Like, fucking Jinya was also attacked and nothing happened.
Depends, is he part of Kyuujin's family?
Well, they were, you know, transpiercing him when they disappeared. Maybe a part of it got attached to him or something?
Maybe.
An opportunity has presented itself. The most lucrative job we've ever taken.
Is it? He's not gonna say, but I'm thinking Six of Crows. Just because I wanted to read about it.
I know you are.
It is the most lucrative thing they ever did. Ouch. It's on his wounded shoulder too. He's like, oh! He looks good.
He looks the part.
There's a new
Yeah,
weapon
yeah.
about to hit the market.
What's going on with her?
It's a drug called Jerda Peru, highly addictive.
Yep.
And if Grisha take it, their power is amplified 1,000 times over. Mm-hmm. The chemist who created it fled to Kurd, but the Fjordans caught him. He now awaits trial. If the Fjordans weaponize this drug, the consequences would be unimaginable.
He's gonna do shit.
Any questions?
When do we get this spin-off? Anyone doesn't want to buy the show?
Oh.
Okay.
Didn't the Fjordan burn Grisha's at stake?
Yeah, I was surprised. I'm like, a Grisha that's a Fjordan? And like, she still supports their ideologies and shit? Oh, this is bad. It's a brutal ending, man.
Come on, Alina, use your cut.
Yeah, cut. A shadow one. A shadow one. God damn. When did we switch to fucking ghost ship? A shadow cut. It's probably, effects from Merzost or something.
Yeah,
but like,
she got tainted. Oh no, no. Fuck. And we're gonna end this with this?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Bitch.
Okay. First of all, was it me or everything seems like rushed? Like the prison with Matthias,
no,
the crows with their next job.
The prison was rushed the whole season, unfortunately.
I know.
But that's why I said the comment about Matthias. Just like, I felt like he was there just because they did not want to leave him out of the story, but there was not enough that they needed to say about him this season. So, and whenever he was there, it was just scenes here. This episode just felt like the editing was a bit bad in the end, because that's the problem when you have so many characters to show, and they're not in the same spot, and their goals kind of separate. So like, we kind of need to spend time with all of them, and it kind of the editing was a bit weird. But I love how it in the end it's still reconnected with basically Kaz introducing the Six of Crows mission and us seeing the effects of the drug.
I know.
Which is fucked up, which is fucking insane. It turned into Ghost Ship.
I know, but the fact that we technically won't have another season.
Yeah, but they didn't know that.
I know. But first of all, unfortunately, I think that the end with Alex Kyuujin was a little bit left down for me.
There's only one.
Like, I would have preferred maybe a bigger showdown with him, and the fact that she was the one to kill him. And like, it's all poetic and stuff, but I expected a little bit more with their last fight.
I get you, but I don't know how they do that in the book, but I don't realistically see how they could have done it different, because he would not have fought her. And she's not like, she used her weapons and she used it to, she did what she needed to do, but emotionally speaking, it was done the way it needed to be done. So he always had this illusion that she was the perfect match for him, that she was always going to be with him. He was enamored, like he was in love with the idea of her. So for him to be killed because he's focusing on that idea, and he was literally trying to stop his shadows from killing her, and he got pushed back. He was also dying, like he was not as strong as he could have been. He was hurt, so it's more like, to me it felt like, yes, it's not the death I would imagine for such a character, because the way he portrayed himself and the way he was the big bad guy in the whole story, but it's not necessarily a bad ending. I pity the guy even more because he gets such a miserable death, to be killed while he has those visions, because it's like, till the end, he lied to himself about what Alina could be to him, and she proved him once and for all that these were all lies that he was telling himself. A big fight between the two would not have worked, considering he would never have fought her.
Yeah. But you know what's worse is the fact that she could have been something for him. Is the fact that I don't know if she would have been able to forgive him, because he was the Dark One who created the Fold.
She used Merzost too in the end. Like, the thing is, if he had explained it to her the way it used to be, the way, like, she said it herself, like, if he had teamed up with her to destroy the Fold, and she would have helped, and she would have understood eventually. Like, if you take Kyuujin from back then, there's nothing we can really blame him for.
No.
Back then.
Back then, no. But centuries after, when he's been alone with his mom, with no one else to connect with. Like he told her himself, but just wait long enough and you're gonna become like me. And without someone to keep you grounded, you're just gonna become lost.
And she doesn't even need that much time. Like, she's already apparently...
She's getting tainted because of the Merzos.
I'm pretty sure that... Like, I hope that the price she would pay would be, like, mortality. Like, that she would die sooner.
But, Morozova, he became kind of insane
crazy,
after using Merzos, right?
Still, like, it to me would have felt like a good ending of her using it to bring back Mal to life, and then the price is she's dying, kind of like Kyuujin was dying, but he did come back darker. Like, a part of him was broken.
I mean, he destroyed Jinya's face.
Yeah.
He cut his mother's fingers.
I know. He was like, we could put this on, like, every episode this season. I've been saying, oh, he keeps getting hurt and betrayed, and in his mind everything is fine, and then if people turn their backs on him. So it could have been that, but Merzos definitely changed him, and now it's gonna change Alina. So, I mean, to get the ending of this, unless someone picks up the show again, we're gonna have to read the books, I guess, but for sure Mal is gonna find his way back to her, and maybe he can help her.
And it is understandable, the fact that, yes, probably the fact that he was the Firebird put him in Alina's path and made him stop at this orphanage. I wouldn't say that maybe it created his feeling for her, but it helped with the connection that they used.
It's not so crazy to imagine that this could be why he was so into her. Like, now he said it himself, he cannot find North. Like, it's not just I don't know what my purpose is anymore. He feels lost. Like, he doesn't have that pull. It's kind of like before, when he was looking for the amplifiers, he always could find them because he heard the sounds. It's the same. Like, now that he's no longer needed as an amplifier, he's no longer the Firebird or something. And to me, I feel like he would always be the Firebird, but since she used the power, it's over.
She took everything.
So,
he died and she brought him back.
I feel like he came back without the purpose. Like, his being feels like, for once, he doesn't have that pull that brings him to her. Because, like, the only reason why he could find her always, like, it's beautiful, it sounds romantic and all of that, but the only reason he always found her was because he was the Firebird. He felt attracted to her, and now that he's lost this, he has to learn how to listen to his emotions.
He's on an open sea?
Yes, so you'll need to find a purpose, and it's a promise. Kind of like with Kaz and Inej, I feel like them splitting the way they did allows him to find himself again, find a new purpose, a new life, enjoy his freedom, because he's no longer, forced to go through life the way he did before. And if he does find his way back to her, that means that they're meant to be in more than just like, you're the Sun Summoner, I'm the Amplifier. So if he wants it that way, it's good, and she's gonna wait for him, which is fine.
Unless she become insane.
Well, the fact that her power has turned to darkness, and that there's still darkness in fucking Nikolai now, I feel like it's connected.
She's gonna be the Eclipse Summoner now.
I don't know what's going on with her power, but she's been tainted.
She's tainted.
And the fact that she has that power, really, that smile, that look of crazy, Alina that she gave us was definitely there. So there's more to their story. I don't really know what's up with fucking Nikolai. He didn't die, so it's not like he's a shadow creature or anything, but maybe there's a bit of the shadow creature that stayed in him.
But, I mean, Alexander created the fold, and it transformed the people. And
he's not a Volcra.
No, he's not a Volcra. But I wouldn't put it.
And it wasn't a Volcra they were fighting. It was shadow creatures, and it was the marks of shadows.
Who's to say that by hurting him like this, a part of the shadow creature is still in him? Maybe.
I literally just said,
like, both of them are tainted.
Well, with her, I don't know, but with him, I think that he might be dying from it, so I don't know. He sees himself as a shadow creature, so does that mean he can turn into one of those? Like, does that mean he can lose control of himself and just fucking become a knight for Alina, but in that way, which would be twisted and fucked
Maybe.
up.
Unless
We might need the sword.
Unless that creature is just doing what it was doing with Kyuujin, just living through him and just sipping his
No.
life.
It was literally him. The whoa he did reflected in the mirror with the creature doing the same whoa. So it's not a creature that's with him. It's him that is the creature.
Do you think that he might someday transform?
I don't know. Like if he dies, is that left behind or anything?
Maybe.
Like, and I feel like this would be become infected more and more, and he might die from it. It's not gonna heal. It's not supposed to heal. It's a wound by a shadow creature. So I don't know. The books will tell us, but still, it's if it wasn't for the finale of the whole massacre, which I thought was fucking cool, by the way. Like I said, like yes, it felt like bits and pieces of endings, but at least they brought it back together in a very intense way that I was almost thinking like, oh gosh, have we left Shadow and Bone and moved on to a horror movie here? I felt like the connection was there and it was cool.
I was surprised because the Fjordan are supposed to burn Grisha's at the stake.
I mean, in this case, I guess they chose to keep one in order to use her as a tool. Like she's not a human being. She's not a human being. She's manipulated and used. But I was also surprised to see one that, because not only is she there for Fjorda, but she also seems to share their ideas of fighting for the country and stuff, which would be weird. If you're a Grisha, you would feel threatened by Fjorda. Like they do hunt you like witches, so I don't know. But with the new drug, they could have been changing their strategy a little bit.
With the fold completely gone, they are still at war with Ravka, right?
But now they see them as one potentially united country instead of two little ones. So, and like it's not done yet. And with whatever happened at the coronation, I don't know. But I'll repeat something that was said in Game of Thrones and other shows, but. How 5 fingers is one thing, but one united army is stronger. So slap, punch, the punch feels worse. So a united country would be a better deal, a bigger thing to fight against. So, which is probably why like that, and the fact that they held the coronation on their festival, so they were like, it's an insult.
It is an insult.
Well, maybe that's literally why they used an actual Grisha, because they knew that no one would expect the Grisha to be there for Fjorda, But, I mean, there are Grishas all over, it's just that we're not used to seeing them work for Fjorda. We'll see. But they definitely planted the seeds for Six of Crows, which is interesting because there's a lot from Cricket Kingdom that happened here, so... I mean, it's still possible to bring everyone back, and now that we've already prepared the stories and the relationships and stuff, it would feel less like we're running after each other and the frustration of will they one day, like now we know what path we need to follow. Example, like Kaz and Inej, they said to each other what they expect from the other, which was fucking good. I live for them, guys. I live for them. They are my ultimate ship in this fucking story.
That I know.
He stepped over his pride, his fears and stuff, and he told her what he wanted, which is a huge show of vulnerability for Kaz. But she also, she felt hopeful. Again, I feel her eyes and her face and stuff that showed that after the whole, hallucination a couple episodes ago, she said that hope led to disappointment or something like that. Those were dreams and you should not follow them or hope for them because they're only dreams. They'll only lead to you and sadness. So him saying that to her kind of confirms that she could have this with Kaz, but she needs to set her limits because she is tired of being used by him and never really getting anything like she's all there for him, but she never really gets anything in return. And if she is about to go through her own trauma, because she's traumatized as well. It's been a while since she hasn't worked the menagerie, but you don't forget that. So if she can work through her trauma to be with them and be vulnerable with them and leave her armor behind,
he needs to be ready to do the same.
Exactly. So if you do love her, which he does,
being vulnerable is just really hard for Kaz because he's so used to just put this armor in front of him.
But he did do that. Like, he understands, and
yeah, he's gonna work on it.
he knows what he needs to work on. Although, it's never technically gonna happen in canon. We definitely know that in the future, in our heart, it's happening. In Crooked Kingdom, I told you I knew the ending of their story. Basically that. So she goes off on a ship and she kind of becomes a pirate or something. And she has her own missions and stuff. So she leaves and he stays in Ketterdam. Now he's in charge of the whole fucking place. So he does that. But now he controls the ships also. So they separate. They don't stay together. But to me, there's a promise of a future. So there's hope.
Yeah.
I believe there's hope, okay? And I haven't read the book, so I might be a bit wrong, but I knew that this was the ending for them. I haven't read Crooked Kingdom, just Six of Crows. But it's there, and now that they know, they're going to make their way back to each other. Just like Mal and Alina are probably going to do that too.
Sure.
He's going to need to go back and help.
if there is another season with Six of Crows,
they'll reunite.
Technically, like you said, a bunch of stuff that happened in Crooked Kingdom already happened and this season. So we're gonna have what's left, and we have place to just go beyond the books.
Well, I mean, it's yes, and you could do Six of Crows without this stuff, like without Pekka Rollins, because I mean that's one of the reasons why we do the mission, and it's a fight against Pekka because he also wants the job. So it's basically we're going there and we want to do this before he gets to do it. So it's a race.
Yeah, but he's in jail right now.
Yeah, now that he's no longer he's still alive, so that he could still have some sort of influence. And he's in charge of the prison.
He owns the jail right now.
Yeah, so they could play, like, if they do come back, if they do manage to get Six of Crows, which I don't know, but I'm hoping, because this would be fucking cool. To me, the crows are the best part of the series. Yeah. And I am biased, but it's still, to me, it's the best part of the show.
You're biased!
With this, yes. And not that I don't like Alina and Mal, but Kaz and Inej, man. Even Jesper and this season, Wylan and everyone else, like Nina. Nina and Matthias season 1 was fucking intense, so they are definitely my favorite part of this story. So a show centered around them would be possible, and if it wasn't for the ending, I would be like, oh, it's an open ending for Alina, it's an open ending for Mal. I'm kind of fine with how it's ending for them, because we can imagine, kind of like Kaz and Inej, we can imagine that they reunite in the future. But I feel like we can't end this on that, right? We kind of need to know what's next. It would be sad if it didn't come back.
Sure. I mean,
fucking Netflix.
It's true that the way that he ends this, we need to have more. With the fact that she's slowly becoming insane, we don't know if she's gonna fall on the other side of the coin or she's gonna stay
I need to
herself.
know. I need to know what happens to her. I need to know what happens to Nikolai. Mal needs to come back and solve this. And that's another thing too. Now that they've mixed Six of Crows and Shadow and Bone, how would that influence the rest of the story?
They're gonna be there to save the day again.
Well, they're going to do their heist. So, I don't know, like, they are dealing with the whole drug thing, but, so I don't know how, I mean, they could still find a way to mix the two stories, but if they leave for that job, they're going to Fjorda, so I don't know. The ice court.
They're gonna have to need a Fjordan to go to Fjorda.
Matthias.
So they're gonna have to go and save Matthias.
Well, they do in the book, like, they break him out before he fights the wolves, I think, so.
Yeah, but it's done.
He managed to, get them on his side. He's controlling
I
them.
am the Wolf King. I'm the Alpha.
But he fought back, and you got Rollins trying to, like, if you're willing to fight, I'm gonna use you. Like, he wants to make his money, and if the guy is crazy enough to fight, he's gonna send him back to the cage all again. And it's not just that. He knows that Kaz had a reason to keep him alive, so out of the fights. And since Kaz put him in the prison, Pekka would have a personal reason to put Matthias through hell. He doesn't know the link between the two, but he knows that Kaz has an interest in this guy, or had an interest in him at one point. So if he gets the chance to hurt him, he will. Mm-hmm. So that could also influence how we get him out. in if there's a follow-up. So it's already so much different than in Six of Crows. I don't really know what they could change more, you know.
Unfortunately, we might never know.
Yeah, but we'll dream. Fanfics are for that too. But again, if you want to sign a petition, just fucking go. I did put the link in the comments last episode, so check that out.
Do it again.
If I think about it. But I have signed it, and hopefully it works. I know that they've managed to amass a lot of signatures already.
Yeah.
And the worst is that, especially now that Shadow and Bones was literally nominated for their special effects at the Emmys. So I'm like,
Why
Netflix
did you
does that.
cancel the show?
Netflix does that. I think it's after the strike, they kind of had to let go of shows that cost a lot of money but did not get the attention that they expected. And Shadow and Bone is good, but the support it got online, I think, was not as much, and it doesn't, equals the amount of money they had to spend for this. So I think that's why they just destroyed it. But it's a good show, and it's a good adaptation, and that's another thing. I do feel like season 2 was rushed, but I enjoyed it still, and there's so much to explore. Like, there's so much more they could do with it, and that's why I'm saying, like, my favorite part of this is the fucking crows. So
and we were supposed to go there next.
And like, the thing is, they literally just fucking introduced it. So next fucking season would have been Six of Crows, or at least the show there would have been a spinoff. So I'm like, you stopped it right before the best part of this. If it ever comes back, you guys will definitely watch it. In the meantime, I'll be rereading the book and finally read Crooked Kingdom. Now I've been spoiled on a lot of shit that happens in it, but it's fine.
Well, it was a good show. I mean, I think
Barnes.
What I love best, like Ben Barnes, yeah, thank God.
He was good.
I love the fact that it kind of showed us what could happen, over time. You can die a hero, you can live long enough to become the villain, and we got that with Alexander.
I pity him so much in a way.
I mean, he wasn't so much a villain, but more of just a broken man. A lonely broken man.
He kind of reminded me in the end with his speech of Sasuke in Naruto at the end. Because like he said, I'll take the world's hatred, kind of like the world is divided. But then, like, it's a broken way of thinking because you're literally pitting Grishas against people who are not Grishas. So you're not doing what Sasuke was saying in Naruto. So you're basically not saying, I'm going to be the only villain so the world can unite against me. You're saying, I want the Grishas to be respected and show their strength. So I'll become strong, take them under my wings, and we'll fight back. That was his whole mentality this season. So his speech of, I'll take the world's hatred, I'm like, yeah, maybe if you had said that in the beginning and did things differently, I would have been more like, understanding. But
I do know the fact that the more the Grishas use their powers, the more healthy they become and the longer they live. The more you're powerful, the more immortal you become. That's why Alexander, his mom, and Alina are technically immortal because they're just so powerful. And I don't remember who said it, but over time, people might resent you if you are that much powerful. So people in the future might still resent Grisha and said, you don't have a place on Earth, like you don't belong here. Like, you're so different than us.
It's because humanity has a short memory, and right now they're loving what happened, but eventually things will change, people will forget, and all they'll see, like, if you take Alina, for example, and I think it's Kaz who said it, but if you take Alina, right now, we love her for what she did, but in the future, history might change, word to mouth and stuff, things might get jumbled, and all they'll see is this all-powerful Grisha who's still in power somehow, and no one can dethrone her or something. People might resent her because of she's different, because she's strong. That's what happened back then. There's a chance it's gonna happen again, but to live with the idea that people cannot change and people will always resent Grishas and still, strip them of the chance to make peace, like Alexander did. leads to war, man. That's never gonna lead to peace. And it creates situations where you definitely are the villain. And I know, like, he was kind of saying, like, I think at this point he accepted that Alina was always gonna see him as this monster. And he kind of was like, okay, like, eventually you'll understand why I have to be this monster. Because he never really saw himself as the villain. But he was like, if you're gonna call me a monster and everything, that's fine. But you'll understand why I had to do this when you get to where I am. Which I hope she never gets that chance.
I mean,
maybe there's an element of truth there. But he was still misguided, delusioned, and fucking blind to how other people felt around him. And he definitely was wronged before. And he felt that, you know, he wanted to push his way of thinking on a lot of other people. He manipulated them, you know, sent them in a certain way. And that's the thing, like, with your age and with his power, he was fucking strong and he had a lot of knowledge. And he used that to manipulate younger Grishas who didn't know any better. So he needed to go. I do pity who he used to be and who he might have been, but the guy he became needed to go. Now I'm hoping Alina doesn't go through the same shit. So
it's just, we need to be reminded that yes, we may have suffered in our past, but the path that we take, it's only because of the choices we made. So everything that happened because of what he decided to do. He wasn't forced.
No, I mean, there's a lot. Stuff that happens can also happen because other people force things on you.
Oh, true.
How you respond to that is on you, though. And back then, that's why I'm like, back then, I can't really blame you. He doesn't really know. He didn't know what he was doing. He kind of overreacted after losing his love and all of that. Like, he was hurt. So back then, I kind of understand. But everything he did after that, that's what I can forgive. So, in any case, it was an intense finale. Some of these characters managed to have the ending they deserved, and it's pretty cool.
Still freaking sad about David.
The fact that we don't get to see a body fucking pisses me off.
I think that just the
she can feel her heart, his heartbeat.
Nishivoyas, that's what.
Yeah. I mean,
the Nishivoyas just destroyed the body.
But it's a fucking. There would have been a lot more blood. She reacted like there was nothing to find. Like there was a bit of blood on the wall, and I was like, "Where's the rest?"
He hit it.
It's a shadow. I feel like it's not closure enough, which is why I can't help but feel like maybe in the back of my mind, like there would have been a chance. But if he was still alive, he would have showed up. So I feel like it sucks. And the fucking ring, man, she deserved her happy ending with them.
Oh,
it sucks, but I guess this is what we're left with. So it was still beautiful. And Kaz is my babe. Okay. So this is it for Shadow and Bone Season 2, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this with us. Thank you for being there on this incredible journey. Hopefully it comes back in the future.
Finger crossed, guys.
If not, we enjoyed watching this with you. So yeah, we'll see you with another reaction, I guess.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.